Stand up like a soldier, baby. Yeah, I know you been like that. Gun it like a holster, baby. Show them say you're wicked like that. We live where the war is raging, chasing our crazy dreams, hoping that the bridge won't cave in. So now we'll let it all go free. Give me the thing, I'm me rocking at the dance. Give me the thing, I'm me rocking at the dance. Mash it up and
Yo, 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 yo. What's up, what's up?
Give me the thing, I'm me rocking at the dance. Give me the thing, I'm me rocking at the dance. Mash it up and stepping at the dance. Give me the thing, I'm me light it up.
What's up?
Show them your flame to the fire. It's spraying like your name on a flyer. They wanna tame your desire, but you light it up, now your aim getting higher. And they wait for Messiah, but until that day I'ma rise up high. I put my light in the air, I wanna see every way. One by one, let me see you. Two by two for the sequel. Three by three for my people. I know say I'm out to be next to my neighbor. Put your lighters on.
Guys, what you're just listening is my remix of Light It Up by Major Lazer. And I have to say that the winners got announced last Friday, and I'm one of the winners. So guys, this for sure is gonna be on Spotify. Enjoy it!
Give me the thing, I'm me light it up.
What's up, guys? What's up, what's up, what's up? Another week, another live stream. How are you? How are you? How is it going? So guys, you just heard this remix that actually started here in a live stream with you, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago, something like this, I think. I really liked the idea, so I decided to finish it, participate in the contest that it was in Skio, and this past Friday, they announced the winners. I'm the 3rd winner, okay? And this means that my song for sure is gonna be officially released as an official remix on Spotify, Apple Music, and everywhere. I know there's gonna be more releases. Some finalists will also get the remix released. I don't know who. I think they didn't say yet, but for sure mine is gonna be. So I'm so happy. Actually, like some. I don't know if I talk this with you, or if let me put some music in background with you, or if it was with my Patreon members or what. Sorry, or my Patreon members or with who. But I talked one day that sometimes you need some kind of boost step by step. Sometimes you need some kind of boost in motivation to keep going. You know, of course, the difference between an artist that in the end makes it and a person that never makes it is not motivation, is consistency. When you are not motivated, you keep making music. This is the only way to really reach the top, to really live out of your music. If you just produce when you are motivated, this is never gonna happen, because there's a moment that the motivation stops, goes down, you're not motivated, and you don't make music. So that's where the difference of big people and small people is. The big people, even if they are not motivated, they keep going. But the thing is important that sometimes you get some kind of good news or something that motivates you. you know. So it's like goes up, when it's down, boom, you go up again, boom, go up again, you know, something like this. And to be honest, this announcement, knowing that I was one of the winners and the song is gonna get released, to be honest, kind of it motivates me, you know. And I'm not the first one. I don't care, to be honest. I mean, in the end, is a bit of taste. And so, for example, there was one remix that didn't win, that they think should be a winner, but in the end, it's not me who choose it. But to be honest, I didn't really care being the first winner or not even a winner. What I wanted is to release my remix officially, you know. So I don't care if, of course, if I'm the first winner, the prize there were some Genelecs and so that's really good. Even if there are really small Genelecs, that's really good. But in the end, that was not my main goal, not getting the Genelecs. I wanted to release the song, you know. But well, it's gonna happen. I don't know when yet. They said in summer, so maybe at the end of May, in June. I don't know, I hope as soon as possible because I need another song to get released on my schedule, you know. And I don't have any song signed, so I hope it's not too late. About not having any song signed, that doesn't mean I don't have any song finished. Actually, I have 2 originals finished and 2 originals finished and 1 remix. I have 2 originals finished and 2 remixes finished. 1 remix maybe it never gets out, is from a Spanish rapper. That I'm not I don't know if I'm gonna release it or not. And the other one is from the new contest in Ischio, the Harwell one. I participated. I mean, almost out of time. The last time, on Monday at night was the deadline, and I uploaded it on Monday, but I made it. So I'm also participating in that one. Must be an amazing feeling. It feels so good, to be honest. I've seen a lot of your videos, and maybe you've encountered the fact that you cannot write music and you start changing your DAW. Is this so? Maybe you've encountered the fact that you can write music and you start changing the DAW. Is this normal? I mean, maybe if you need to change the DAW, is because you're not comfortable using the one you're using. Maybe another one fits better your style of working, you know, your workflow. People on Instagram, we are live on Twitch and YouTube. Come here. Is it normal to get your own songs getting copyright claims even if it's your own song? Yes. One other song on YouTube got copyright? Of course it is. I mean, in the end, the thing is, when you upload a song on a distributor, you can tell them to have copyright on, for example, YouTube. Okay? If you say that, the YouTube algorithm doesn't really know it's your channel is the owner of the song. It doesn't know it because it can have the same name. Actually, I think there are more Wildcrows on YouTube, you know, so they don't know it. So the way of solving this is or not putting copyright on YouTube, because I think it's useless in my opinion, or you claim it that it's yours, so that that claim will probably come to you through the distributor. I don't really know because I never made it, because I never put copyright, but should be something like this. So then you accept or you allow that channel that is you to use that song, so you avoid the copyright. I have a big whiteboard with motivational music quotes and a schedule on it. That's good. Actually, today I've been... Well, this year I started reading a lot. Well, I read 2 books on productivity. I want to read more, but if I read too much, I'm not being productive because I'm reading, you know? So I wanted to kind of put in the work all of that I learned. To be honest, I'm not doing it that much. But actually today, I'm going to put the AC. It's really hot here. Actually today I used ChatGPT to help me to kind of organize me and kind of give me some things to motivate me keep working and being more productive, you know. One thing I learned is to just open the door at least once a day. That's good. I mean, in the end, what makes you better is just practice. What makes you a better producer is not watching tutorials. It's not reading books or learning from other people. It's practicing. In the end, of course, when you go and watch some YouTube videos and you go to your DAW and you practice that. You know, that's really important, really good, because if you don't learn, you don't know how to apply new things, and that are gonna make you also a better producer. But in the end, it's practicing. So if you every day you open your DAW and you work, even if it's 20 minutes, it's gonna be a lot. Because, for example, 1 week you work 20 minutes every day. That's like 2 hours and a half working. You know, 2 hours and a half. In the end, at the end of the month, is 10 hours. 10 hours helps a lot to improve. You know, of course you need it. Guys, read the pinned comment. Tristan, if you release the song through a label, tell them, hey, this is my channel, I got a copyright strike, and you remove it. How many other feedback emails would you have? What do you mean? A perfect mix or a good mix doesn't exist, because good or perfect is different in each person, so that's why you have to try yourself and your guts. But that's why I always recommend to have reference songs, because this way is like, okay, my song is in this style that sounds really similar to this and this song. Use them as reference. So this way you have the same volume in the bass, the same volume in the kick, the same brightness, the same reverb. All of this is going to help you to have a more inside your taste, a more stable or more professional sound, you know? I self-release it, by the way. I'm not part of any video at the moment, so it's you who have to claim it. And so, but that's my opinion, okay? Everybody has its own opinion, but in my opinion, releasing a song and putting copyright for Twitch and YouTube is useless and counterproductive. I mean, for example, depending on how big you are, of course, but for example, imagine all those YouTube... Nowadays there's not that much, but imagine all those YouTube channels that upload songs. They're not gonna upload your song because it has copyright, so they cannot monetize it, so they don't want it. But for example, I control labels. I control playlists, and I have a playlist that is a copyright-free one. So sometimes I get songs that have copyright that I would add in that playlist that they cannot add because they have copyright. You know, that's the problem. But in the playlist that there is copyright music, you can also add no copyright music. So, how many emails do you have that you're missing for song and feedback? Right now there are 19. But I mean, I just started the live stream. I didn't start yet with the feedback. Since you mentioned labels, would you like to have your own? Not really, to be honest. Not right now, at least. I think I've said this a lot of times. If you have a label, if you're releasing a label, especially nowadays that is so easy to 19. If you have especially nowadays they can self-release your music so easy. For example, the way I do it is with DistroKid. Actually, this year I just released 2 songs on Spotify, and both are self-released with DistroKid. Of course, same thing. If you want to have vocals in your song, you can use this code on Vocalfy, so it's where you have a discount, okay? But, well, what I was saying, if you release a song with a label, I think they need to give you or reputation, or Spotify streams, or support, DJ supports. If the label cannot give you any of these 3, if you're really small, that's an exception. But if you're kind of medium level, small, medium high, if the label cannot really give you these things, maybe it's not the best label for you, you know? So if I make a label, I want to be able to give any of these 3, or the 3 if it's possible, you know? So for that I need contacts to get the DJ support, I need good playlists to get the Spotify streams, and this way also trade with other playlists. And for reputation, you just need to be a big and good playlist, or you as an artist have a lot of name. So yeah, Maybe in the future, if I become really big and so, I will do it. But I also need a team. I cannot do it just myself. Just uploading your music on Spotify is not... I mean, I can do it. I can create my own label. Hey, send me your music. Hey, I want to release this. I release it, probably through DistroKid, with the label plan. I get 30-40% of what the song makes, and I don't do anything else. I make the artwork. I think that's not gonna help you, and also it's gonna take a lot of time from me. So, no. Yeah, it's true, but labels can give you a little assistance in your song. Assistant in what way? In the 3 ways I said: reputation, Spotify streams, or DJ supports. If you're really small, okay, because this way you start getting known into groups of producers in the same style as yours. So that's really good. But when you are in a medium level, try to reach labels that can give you any of these 3 things. You know? And if you can combine them, it's also really good. For example, this song with a label that gives you a lot of streams, so it's where your Spotify stats grow. Then this one with a label that can give you reputation, and maybe doesn't give you a lot of streams, but maybe because of the Spotify algorithm knows that you're getting streams, and so your song gets recommended to the people that have listened to the previous song, and things like this, you know. When did you start producing? Around 10-11 years ago. It's really hot already here. ¿Cómo te puedo enviar una canción? Pon exclamación... Bueno, lo pongo yo. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, one week and a half ago, I released a new sample pack, my Atmospheres Volume 2. Okay, it's 120 samples of atmosphere sounds, drones, melody atmospheres, ARPs, plugs, reverse synth, reverse vocals, strings, tremolo sounds, monophonic sounds, and ambient shots. That I think is pretty big, pretty complete. I'm using it in my songs, and still the launching offer was better, but it still has a 20% discount. So if you want it, I'm gonna put you here the link. You go, you check it, you get it. On YouTube you have a demonstration of some of the samples, so you can check it. But well, there you have. Let me see if it's the right link. Yes, it still has a 20% discount, so if you want it, go and get it. Actually, in the launching offer, there was a higher discount, but also the first 10 people got the volume 1 completely for free. Well, I think only 3 downloaded. The other ones didn't see the email or something, because they didn't download it, and it's free. I'll tell you how I felt last night. We are... So well, guys, that's my life lately. I finished for the competition on Skio. I won the competition on Skio. I'm waiting for labels to sign 2 songs. Actually, both songs are pretty different. I would say one is similar to the remix of Light It Up, and the other one is more close to the remix I did for Bad Bunny. Kind of. Yeah, I would say this. So they are pretty different, but I really like them. They have really good vibes, both. One more summer-ish, and the other one more kind of underground or deep or so. So yeah. By the way, I don't know if this Sunday you're gonna have a video on YouTube, because well, happened something this week that is taking, especially yesterday, it took me a lot of time. So probably I'm not gonna have time to edit the video for this Sunday. I will see, because well, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. I will try, but maybe I can't, because I have more important things to finish first. Okay, people on Instagram, ending this live stream, go to Twitch or to YouTube. See you. Goodbye. Out of my head, like a melody, like a melody. Okay, let me close this. Beep beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Where is it? Here. Do you know what I've been thinking lately that I would like to do? But I don't really know where and when. That's also really important. Have you seen those rave cafe parties? The volume is right? Yeah. Those rave cafe parties where you go to a normal cafe or pizza place or something like this, and there's a DJ like having a party, you know. I've been wanting to do this for probably half a year or something like this. At the end of last summer, I was like, oh, this would be nice, but I don't really know where. And also, the problem with those parties is that, or the place has really good branding, or a lot of people that usually go or so, or you have a lot of friends that they want and can go to that party, or maybe it's gonna be like really boring and so, you know. But yeah, I would like to do it. If anybody around Alicante, Valencia wants to do a party like this, háblame. You gotta find hippie joints and show them some numbers. Do you know Rave McDonald? No. A rave in McDonald's? Or Rave McDonald is one person? By the way, guys, I know if last Livestream you remember I was using 2 mouses. I bought a new keyboard with mouse. I'm testing it because it seems stupid, but I like to have it black, and it's not fully black, as you can see. And there are some things that I like and some things that I don't like, but there are not a lot of keyboards online, or not with the specs they want. I don't want RGB stupid things. I want it clean, comfortable, and so. Yes, Raven McDonald. No. ¿Vas al Medusa este año? Sí. Voy al Defcon, al Tomorrow y al Medusa. Y a otros 2 y puede que 3 festivales más. Y a 2 conciertos. Este año es una locura. Y voy a hacer algo parecido. Voy los sábados por la tarde a un pub a pinchar hasta las 10. Y no sé si lo frecuenta mucha gente, así que tengo la misma incertidumbre. Sí, pero, o sea, que está de puta madre, enhorabuena. Pero quiero decir, no es lo mismo, no es el mismo rollo que un rave café, ¿sabes? Ahí ya te esperas que te pongan música. La gracia del rave café es que tú vas a comerte un croissant a las 10 de la mañana y tienes a un tío pinchándote, ¿sabes? Bueno, pinchándote no, pinchando música. Not tell you how I felt last night. Why is this not working? Give me a second. I do something and we start with the feedbacks, okay? Stay around. I'm gonna change even if it's but Carl. It's been a while since Carl was in the last live stream. He was always here, and now it's like he's never here. Wait. One second. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yes, I give priority to the people that use the points to get the feedback. Well, let me turn this off. Let me move this. No. No. Alright. 26,000 points? What? Really? How the fuck do you have so many? I think I mean, if you subscribe, I think you get more points, but I think you never subscribed, right? Is this really the quality you see? Why 720? I don't know why is it streaming on 720 on Twitch. On YouTube it's 1080. Why on Twitch is 720? I want to give you 1080 streams. How can I do that? Anyone knows it? Why is it so fucking hot? Man, it's 9th of April. Anyone knows how to get it? Let me see. Settings. High quality. I don't know. YouTube is 1080. I don't know what happens. Wow, never mind. When you realize you can double feedback, you can only use it. Well, you can use it 2 times if you want, but I'm only gonna give you priority 1, so don't use it twice in the same live stream. It's my advice. Okay. I can close this. Okay, I have SonarWorks. Okay. So, well, there's no priorities right now, so I'm gonna just start with the first one. I want to know, Atheridum, you're here? There's no Storm 17 or Restore Sun. It's the first one, so probably start with this, okay? You know, you have to keep it until you have insane amount, maybe that will convert crypto one day. The Crow coin. Imagine that. Okay. I think you don't have the right volume. Let me put it like this. Oh, Petro, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for your 3rd month. Thank you so much. I put in priority, but I'm gonna check this one first, okay? God. Okay. The camera is good. The lights, blah blah. The chat looks good. the screen. This border is right. This border is right. This border is right. This border is right. Email, SoundCloud. No secret things. No private emails. No top secret pictures. No corn. We're gonna start. Let's go. Okay, first of all, I think it has a bit too much sidechain. Okay, the idea is not bad, but fuck, I had to stop the AC because I don't know why it smells so fucking bad. Maybe I need to clean it before this summer, otherwise it's gonna be so bad. I mean, the drum needs to be louder because, I mean, check this and this. It feels even more quiet because in the break you don't have sidechain, but in the drop you have. So the perceived loudness is smaller, you know, it's more quiet. So you need to make the previous part more quiet, on this louder. So probably you're not done with this song, but have that in mind. I think the leads need a lot more brightness. And maybe everything is way too soft, way to the tune, you know, maybe try to have a bit more crispy sound. Maybe one layer is not the tune at all and is in the center, something like this. I will try to give a bit more brightness to the mid bass, but that's a bit more personal taste. Yeah, but the idea has potential. It can be really good. Not a lot of things going on right now, not a full song, but the idea is not bad. Keep going, working on it. Okay, let me check Petro. I think he didn't send anything. Alexander Petrovic. No new. Ah, here. Wait. Okay.
Hold tight, it's you and I. Low lights, we run into the night. Got me cold when you're touching my skin, like I'm frozen, shivering. Hear your voice in my head when I spin. Oh, you know it.
For me, it feels a bit weird to have the snap in the left and kind of delay or reverb in the right. I would probably add another snap pretty similar to the right. Okay, so it's where you have two, one in each side, and you create a better balance. Right now it's a bit unbalanced because it has more strength on the left. A bit more brightness on the snap.
Got me cold when you're touching my skin, like I'm frozen.
I think the piano is way too wide.
Shivering, hear your voice in my head when I spin. Oh, you know it. I'll give you my love. Give me my love.
The vocal needs more presence and more space. For presence, you can boost a little bit on between 1 and 5,000 hertz, where it fits better. And then for space, you can do some EQ sidechain and maybe also make it a bit louder. So.
When you need a rush, give you my love. I'll give you my love. Give you my love. When you need a rush, I'll give you my love.
The effect has been pretty cool, maybe a bit too strong.
I'll give you my
Maybe too much to the sides. Maybe instead of going, I don't know if it goes left, 100% left, 100% right, but maybe make it 50 to each side, something like this. It needs more brightness on the synth.
I'll give you my love. I'll give you my love.
I think the leads are a bit basic. I will try to look for other sounds. Maybe as this song is quite chill and a bit more poppy, maybe I will look for more natural sound, maybe a guitar or a string or even a vocal chop or something like this. Maybe check on the Sweet House Mafia, then the new songs, like Moth of the Flame and something like this. Those kind of more pop, more commercial songs. Check maybe the sounds they have, and maybe that helps you and inspires you.
I know will set me free. So long I've been looking for you here. Got me cold when you're touching my skin, like I'm
Music the same thing.
frozen. Give you my love. Then you give you my love. When you need a rush, I'll give you my I'll give you my I'll give you my I'll give you my
I really like the idea. I think it has a lot of potential, but I think especially in the drop, the sounds are not the best ones. And the mix needs more strength, shine more. I don't know, be stronger in general. Yeah, but the idea is really good. I really like the idea. I see a lot of potential in this. Kind of, as I said, this kind of more commercial songs by Swedish House Mafia. I think can give you a pretty good inspiration. How long is the queue? Endless. Okay, for the next song, what we're gonna do is number game. All right. If anybody is new, it's so simple. I'm gonna think on one number. If you guess it, you get the feedback. All right. Number game. All right. The number I'm thinking is between 40 and 60. All right, algorithm. Thanks for sending. Okay, we got it. The number was 47, and the first one saying 47 is Wetter. Anton Wetter. Yeah, that was fast.
Another Saturday morning, I've got these feelings that I can't ignore. I stare at the ceiling, pray that you see it the way that I do. I'd buy you a million roses, just for you I'd cross the universe, to the moon and the stars. I'll fall.
Right now, I like so much the idea that the chords, the sound and so, but I think the vocals don't have the quality they need. I don't know if it's you or not, but like the quality of the microphone and so.
Follow my heart, I'll show you what you deserve.
To try to improve it, a bit too much reverb. No, not really the reverb.
To the moon and the stars, I'll follow my heart.
Too much the yeser, but especially is the color of it. Probably you need to reduce around 700.
I'll show you what is. I'll follow my heart. I'll show you.
It sounds too like muffled, like not enough brightness and shine and presence. Is it you, or is it from a sample pack, or an original singer? Bermuda, what's that? An original singer. The artist. But you pay for these vocals? Or it's from a pack? Or something like this? I mean, I'm saying this because maybe you could... Maybe it's the cue you did. I don't know. Maybe the original sound is good and maybe you messed up a little bit with the cue. But maybe what you could do is use something like Audimi that is gonna sing these vocals for you, and probably it's gonna have a lot better quality just with that, you know. But it's gonna sing the same thing, the same words, the same melody, the same rhythm, everything the same, just with another singer. That's an option.
What you deserve.
For me, it feels like this. Wait. It feels like the cue, okay, like the sound, or like, let's take from a flat sound, is something like this. It feels something like this, you know? Like too much strength around here, not enough presence, and the brightness is not that much, but not also a lot. So we'll do like the opposite, like boom, something like this. Okay, and control a bit more the de-essing with the de-esser.
I see you in the fading light. Your memories are playing on repeat in my mind.
Actually, one tip, guys, I'm gonna open again. Like, probably I would say 90% of the times, it doesn't matter if it's a male singer, a female singer, if it's pop, if it's rap, if it's electronic music, the key and so, the microphone they used, most of the times, I need to reduce a little bit around here on the vocals. It depends on every vocal. If it's a singer, probably it's higher than a male. So sometimes I need to boost a little bit around here to give a bit more body, and I need to boost around here to give a bit more brand. Usually here I make it more wide, you know. Usually I need to do this kind of EQ. Of course, it depends on every vocal, and so it's gonna be more or less, more narrow, wider. But usually I need to do something like this in the vocals. It doesn't matter the microphone they use, the singer, the gender, the genre of the song. Doesn't matter. I need to do something like this. So maybe they can give you a good starting point for your vocals.
When we first met, how can I forget the moment I fell for you? The way you kissed me
I think here you should use...
in the rain. The way you held me close.
I think you have some side vocals, but not really present. And I know it especially because here...
The way you...
The, and that the, I hear on the right, I hear a t, kind of a tacky thing. Okay, so I would try to boost more the side vocals. If it's different takes, that's good. If it's from the same take, be careful. But especially for the sides, I never recommend having T's, P's, and breaths, like these kind of things, because it's better to just keep the tacky things on the center, and the breath is unnatural if you have from 3-4 vocals. And also I have a lot stronger de-esser on the side vocals and harmonies, and so this way I keep it more for the original one. It's gonna sound way better.
Help me close, I want it again.
It's 5 different vocals, so make them a bit louder and also open them more. I feel it's not wide enough.
But now you're not it, and it's all so clear. I'm still lost in thoughts of you. With you I'm lost in love.
But when you use vocals in a song, is it necessary to cut lows or increase the high frequency slightly? It depends. Maybe you don't need to cut the lows. Maybe if you cut the lows, you lose a bit of warmth or a bit of body on the vocals. Even if you don't cut the main frequencies. It depends. Most of the times, the microphones are gonna get a lot of rumble noise in the low end, so you need to cut it. Okay, you need a stronger mid bass. I feel there's not that much energy on the mid bass. The kick is way too loud. I think the sub bass is also a bit loud, and I think the leads need a bit more strength. I would add another layer probably with a bit more plucky sound or shorter sound, with more definition, less attunement, and so. Or take one of the ones you have and do it. And maybe if you cut a bit of, you do a small high cut, you're gonna on 18,000 something like this, really soft. As having less highs, you're probably gonna give more perception of space because of the reverb. I mean, the more high frequencies, the closer is the sound to you. So maybe by reducing a bit on the top highs, you can give a bit more depth to the leads, and you get a better sound. But that also depends on what you want to get.
I trace every step.
I think in this particular song, I think it could be nice to have a top loop like touch. You know, like I did, for example, in my song Like a Melody. If we check it, wait, because maybe okay. Sometimes when no. Like a Melody, original on VIP. Okay, here.
Your eyes, your look.
Normal progressive house thing. Touch. You know, I think it's gonna fit well in this vibe. Put one note for the second part of the drop. Maybe this one fits. Instead of keeping fast with the shaker and so, maybe try that one. Maybe you like it more like this, of course, it's personal taste, but I think that one can give another touch, and it's not the common progressive house, you know?
I trace every step through city streets where love was written in stone. The echoes remain like a song in my veins, a melody leading me home. I'd wait 1,000 midnights just to relive the way you held me tight. No matter how far, no matter how long, I know that our stories are playing on red. How can I to the moon and the stars? Repeat in my mind. How long me in the rain, the wind, and with you I'm lost in love.
I see a lot of potential in this idea. I think it's pretty good. But yeah, it needs more work. Wait 1 second. Okay. As I said a lot of times in the last live streams, I'm not that fan anymore on this kind of progressive house. But actually, the other day I was listening to some ultra music and so, and Afrojack, it seems he's trying to push a guy, an artist called Amel or something like this, and he made a pretty, a song a progressive house song, kind of generic one, but I really like it. I think it was a remix. I don't know if I can find it. For Jack Martin Garrix and Amel. Is a collab between them three? I think it was this one. You say for Jack Amel and Martin Garrix. I think it was not this one. This is a collab with Afrojack Amel and Martin, but you are saying another one. Ah, okay. I don't know who this guy is, but to collab with Afrojack and Martin Garrix, damn. Or he's a really close friend, or friend of family, or cousin, or something, or they are trying to push him a lot because they believe in him or something like this, you know? I put Amel, Ultra, Afrojack, but I didn't find anything. Yeah, I'm still giving feedback. Man, I mean, I stopped 1 minute ago and just checking one song. Gosh. Are Patreon members, since I can use a lot of your help, are Patreon members priority? No, not really, because in the end, the feedback I can give you on Patreon is 10 times better, 10 times more specific. I mean, I open it in FL Studio, I use EQs, I use analyzers, I check the loudness, I go step by step in every part of the song, and probably every 5 seconds of the song I give you something, a tip or something, a feedback to improve it. So it's way more detailed than here. I spent like 30 minutes for every song I give feedback on Patreon, you know. Birds of a Feather, Amel, Birds of a Feather remix. Yeah, I think this is one. Yeah, this is one. How old is this guy? To be honest, it's been a long time since a progressive house song really impressed me or really gave me good vibes like in the old times, you know, and this one did. This one did, to be honest. Okay, no priorities. Alright, so let's do another number game, or what? Now a number game. Remember, if you guess the number I'm thinking, you get the feedback. Hola, Josben, ¿cómo va? Okay, the number I'm thinking is between 1 and 25. Yo, that's been fast. Okay, the number was 21, and the first one saying 21 is Ice Cold. Tristan. Man, you are so good at this. I don't know why. Or how. Just get out of my mind, please. Stop reading my mind. I'm scared. This guy has 27,000 points. He can get 3 priority feedbacks and he's playing the game. There's volume going up and down in the kicks. Or it's just me. Sometimes I realized when I check songs on Dropbox, sometimes it's Dropbox or my speakers that get a reduction on the volume. Because some songs of mine, I was checking them on Dropbox and I saw that problem. But it was not there. I mean, I didn't have that, so I don't know. But sometimes it's like, okay, here's the volume is getting down. I play it again and it's not. But in this case, it happened again. Here again, you see? Okay, so maybe it's Dropbox. I think you should raise a little bit on the top height of the melody, or filter it as it's going, or something like this, especially to give a space to the vocal. Maybe you could try to go a bit wider. I'm not sure. I mean, the problem is that I don't know if an FL Studio Mobile you can check the width, if something is way too wide, and check the correlation meter and so.
Rock only if you feel good.
Okay, let's go step by step. I think for FMOL it's quite good, the quality. Maybe I would reduce a little bit on around 400 Hz or so in the instrumental, but not really a big problem. This is pretty cool. But then I think that the when the actual kicks come, I think it needs more strength. Maybe this top kick, this part, maybe it reduces the volume 1 or 2 dBs, and then this way when these kicks come, they are 1-2 dBs louder, so it feels all the stronger. I didn't really like this empty space here. This one is good, but this one, no. If you have that, maybe have another effect, maybe have a reverse kick or something. No NC gemidos, no, sí. Estaba acá, no sé si tú estabas en ese momento, pero había un chico que se llama Cal Roque que venía bastante y él metía siempre, hacía, o sea, no troleadas, pero a lo mejor metía pedos en las canciones o cosas así, o cogía sonidos raros y hacía memes en las canciones. I think these ones need more strength. What they have done? Okay. I think this part needs to be a lot louder to have a stronger impact, you know, when it comes. The listening to be a bit fuller and a bit more interesting, but of course, in FA Mobile you don't have the same synth, so. I think the problem with Dropbox is when you have a lot of bass, the volume gets down. Has a problem there. The idea is good, man, but of course, you need to try to go to FL Studio Normal. Try to get a computer and try to go there, because the synths are going to be 10 times better, the sounds are going to be better, the mix is going to be better. I mean, if you know all of this with FL Mobile, when you go to FL Studio, normal FL Studio, I mean, you're going to make way better music, way better. You're going to, your level is going to increase so much, so fast. Sí, este chaval solo produce en FL Móvil. I was going to tell you something and I forgot. Damn, my memory is not good. What was I going to tell you? I don't know. Oh, never mind. Okay, another number game, I guess. I'm gonna eat this, okay? Yeah, because there's a lot of people that, but there's also a lot of people that is usually here, so I cannot really prioritize. No, wait, I didn't even think the number. By the way, Henix, for the feedback, if I can give you feedback here, I will give you, but it's not gonna be that specific as in Patreon, I said. So send it to the Patreon email, okay? This way I can give you the proper feedback. I was gonna use a different corporation with this song, but I like the one I have in this song because it has a dark vibe. Not bad. Nine times 9, that's a DJ. Okay. The number I'm thinking is between 1 and 25. Again, between 1 and 25. Okay, we got it. Today you're guessing it really fast. The number was 17 and the first one is NC. NCRC. Let's go. I will try to saturate a little bit the bass to have a bit more presence in 300-400 hertz.
En sociedad con John Del, ustedes saben quiénes somos nosotros. Me estás tentando, hace rato que te ando velando. Tu cuerpo rozándome, estás excitándome. Los líderes. Hace rato que te ando velando. Tu cuerpo rozándome.
Okay, on this song there's not a lot of things going on, but in these cases you need to have everything really perfect, you know? I think first you need more high frequencies on the hi-hat. It has body, but it's more like shh instead of tss, tss, like really high, okay? So maybe you can add another hi-hat that maybe has a stronger attack and is really short. That can help to give a bit more attack to it. But also what I would do is saturate the top highs, like from 10k to 20k, saturate that a little bit and increase it a little bit. This way you have more harmonics there, and it feels brighter. Also make it louder, and also the clap needs to be louder, okay? After this, as the vocal is probably extracted with AI or something like this, the quality is not the best one. What you can do to try to hide that bad quality thing is reduce a little bit on the mids, give a bit extra brightness, and reduce a little bit the volume. I think it's a bit loud. And then I think you just need to saturate a little bit the bass, and I think it's pretty good. Parallel saturation on the drums can be good also, but be careful with that. Sometimes, let me see if I can show you. I'm not gonna show you a project I have, but maybe with this is enough. Okay, let's say we have this clap. Put it here, and we're gonna have a side. Okay, this right now and this is not exactly the same. This is louder, but this, well, now it sounds the same. Okay, it was the limiter. Sometimes when you start applying things, for example, let's apply an EQ, okay, in the parallel. Do you see this? This sounds phased. This is not good, okay? What's happening? In this case, you need to activate the, disactivate the HQ, okay, because it's creating some, I think it's latency, what's causing this, or you can enable the linear phase. This way, the problem is that when you have this, okay, what's happening is that the waveform is moving a little bit. They are not, let's say this is the clap, wait, this is one clap and this is the other clap, okay? When you have them without any effect, it's like this, completely matched, okay? But when you add an EQ, especially with oversampling or so, it flips a bit the waveform. So it moves it a little bit, you know, shifts it. So now it's not right, the sound is not right. But when you add the linear phase, it's boom, back again at the same place, you know? So be careful with this. And this can happen with the EQ. It can happen with EQ, it can happen sometimes with saturation. For example, let's saturn. We try it, in this case not happening. Let me see with high quality. Like this is better. You know, this is causing some cancelling also. So be careful with parallel processing in the drums, okay? Just be careful. But it's really good, can help a lot to make drums better. make the synth of the melody a lot louder.
Suspiras y me das de tu aliento. No te miento, que sediento me siento. Como las palabras se las lleva el viento, tanto doble por la destrozándome.
I mean, I get it because people are gonna sing here, but it feels so empty. Just one wrist bass can help a lot, even if it's just one note, like maybe some people like it can help a lot, just this.
Violento, cuando te pegas a mi cuerpo lento, cuando suspiras y me das de tu aliento, no te miento, que sediento me siento. Como las palabras se las lleva el viento, tanto W como Yandel, Nesti, Víctor, el Nazi, Varioso, nos hemos dado la tarea de sobrepasar los niveles musicales.
It would be nice to have some drums like here.
Ustedes saben ya, el capítulo de hoy se llama La Mente Maestra. Sube, sube.
Maybe also on the reverb you can reduce a little bit the mids because, as I said, it's the quality is not the best one, and you need to reduce in the mids. And if you have also too much mids on the reverb, it feels also a bit like the quality is not the best one. So maybe reduce a little bit on the mids of the reverb also, and maybe try to give a bit extra brightness on the reverb. Pero no sé, intenta mejorar eso y yo se lo enviaría a algunos DJs españoles. Puedes enviárselo a Castion, puedes enviárselo a, yo qué sé, incluso a gente de reggaetón que a veces pone tal, les puede gustar. Para club sí pega muy bien. I'm waiting for an email, and I'm like, checking because I want that email. I want to receive it. Meaning, can be a really good thing, that email. Okay, I don't know. Let's keep doing number games, I guess. I do number games because I want to give feedback to somebody that is in the chat. And if I go like, okay, this guy is here with the latency that you receive it, maybe that person has even worse internet and gets more latency, that person replies, blah blah, it's so annoying. So it's better to do number games. Te doy 200 puntos reclamar mi feedback. Dile a Ice Cold que te dé unos cuantos, que él tiene 27.000. Okay. The number I'm thinking is between 25 and 50. Oh, this time is not that fast. That's good. Okay, we got it. The number was 31, and the first one is Ustrix. No, it's not spam. Be careful, man. Your SoundCloud, your email feels like spam. I mean, it tells me it can be a spam. I like the artwork. Please upload the song with this artwork on Spotify.
Where did we go wrong? The place I knew, nothing left to see.
I mean, the thing of the quality, I just finished asking if there's a difference in quality sending on SoundCloud or Dropbox. I realized that in theory Dropbox has better quality, but I realized lately Dropbox has some volume glitch that sometimes the volume gets reduced. I think that's when you have way too much bass or too much bass for Dropbox. But in the end, it doesn't matter at all. I mean, you need to think that when I listen to this, I know it's not going to be the best quality ever, but I don't care. I mean, but 90% of the times, people is not going to really realize about the difference of the quality, you know? So the thing is, upload the best quality possible. For example, I always upload WAV files, not MP3s. So this way I start from a better quality point. Anyways, really it doesn't matter, because in the end, the volume of the kick is going to be the same volume in the bad quality and in the good quality. The mid frequencies of the song is going to be at the same volume or the same strength if it's bad or good quality. The high frequencies also. The difference when it has really bad quality especially happens on the high frequencies that feel like wet, like it has ghost frequencies, you know, a kind of sound that is not clear, sounds like wet, like washed out. That's mainly the thing that can happen in bad quality, but people knows that is because of the streaming platform you're using, not because of the song, you know, so don't worry about that.
Nowhere left to hide in another land. Maybe
I think the bass is a bit loud.
I can't feel.
The vocal is not bad. I would like to have it to have more brightness if it was my vocal, but I think it's not bad. Maybe in the lower frequencies, 200-300 hertz, maybe I would have a dynamic EQ, because in some parts it's a bit strong there, it sounds a bit boomy. And then maybe I would reduce a little bit or have a dynamic, have a sidechain EQ on the instrumental in the mid area to give a bit more clarity to the vocal. Maybe the kick is too filtered. If you listen to this on a phone, probably you're not gonna really hear the kick. Okay, drop idea is really good. I like it. I think it needs a bit more brightness, a bit more high frequencies, but especially I feel it's a bit too tight, too squeezed. It feels like you're pushing it down way too much, and actually in some part I think it's distorting. Here, for example, it distorts. Okay, so be careful with that. I don't know the loudness of this, but I will control it. I will control a bit more the mastering. Maybe you need to use the low end a little bit. I think there's too much, so don't worry. You have freedom to reduce the bass. The call response thing on the melody.
We wasted years.
Maybe work more on this transition. And you could go directly there, or I don't know. It's not bad, but maybe you could go directly without that silence.
Years running from the past. Nothing ever lasts.
Here when it says in another is a lot louder than before. I don't know if you duplicated by mistake, if you didn't compress well, or what's happening.
Maybe we'd find love, the same that's in our world, in another land.
A lot of distortion. But the idea is really good, man. The idea is really good. I think it has a lot of potential. It sounds pretty good. Just the things I said, especially reduce the bass, don't distort that much, don't boost that much because it's distorting, and the rest is good. Well done, man. Well done. Okay, let's continue with feedback. Let's talk a bit. I show you something. I don't know if I have something that could show you. Already show you the remix of Light It Up. And I cannot really show you the other ideas. No, I cannot really show you anything. Sorry, guys. Maybe if I had them already signed or decided to release them by myself, something like this. Because in the end, I mean, this year I want to release a lot of music. I said this a lot of times, and I'm trying. I mean, I already released 2 original songs and 1 remix. So that would be 3 songs. I would like to have at least 6 original songs. Would be awesome to have 8 original songs this year. Or at least songs on Spotify. If I release a remix on Spotify, that's also really good. The thing is, sometimes it delays so much to get a song signed. I mean, for example, there's one, I sent a song to one label, and it took like 1.5 months for them to listen. They didn't even reply, but they listened. And it's like, man, I mean, of course, in the meantime, I send it to other labels. But the thing is, I don't want to send to a lot of labels at the same time. So maybe I'll wait 10 days. And maybe when 10 days are over is, for example, Thursday. So it's like, okay, on Thursday, I'm not going to send it to another label. So I wait until Monday. So that's already 2 weeks, 14 days, 15 days. So I send it to another label. That maybe happens the same. So in the end, is maybe you've been 2 months waiting for labels to reply or to listen. Maybe they didn't even listen or something. It's like, you know, it's pretty annoying. So if I probably Label Radar. Label Radar can help, but I mean, it's the same thing. There are labels that don't check never on Label Radar, so it doesn't matter. Actually, I think I sent a song on Label Radar. Let me see. My tracks. To who I send this? Okay, for example, my Bad Bunny remix, I sent it to House Nation. Shit, I maybe shouldn't have said the name, but well, never mind. 2 months ago, they didn't listen. 2 months ago. I mean, actually, 2 months and 2 days ago. Speaker, muchas gracias por esa suscripción. Muchísimas gracias. Ahora escucho tu tema. And then, for example, Hideaway, okay? I send, I'm not gonna say this label, but I sent Hideaway to one label the 24th of June of last year. They didn't listen. Okay? July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's 8 months and 15 days. 8 months and a half ago. And they didn't listen. You know? So it's like, why do we even have the possibility to send you if you're not gonna check it? I don't know. It's really demotivating, or it's like it's making you lose time waiting for them, because at least I try to avoid sending to 10 labels at the same time. that's not a good thing. I want to focus on the label I want to release, and then if not, maybe go to another one, and don't have maybe the thing of two labels wanting the same song. That would be really, really fucked up, you know. Así te da más ganas de lanzar música de manera independiente. Exacto. That's what I wanted to say, that this year I want to release a lot of music, but I'm not gonna wait that much for labels. So if labels don't reply, or in the end labels don't want it, I'm just gonna start release using DistroKid, like I did with Illusion and Hideaway, and fuck it. I'll release it by myself. I can get the streams by myself. All the money goes to me. So better, you know. The thing is, I need to release music. Okay, so let's check the Speaker Sound song from his drum bass alias. A veces depende menos de los sellos. Sí, pero lo digo esto en inglés. Speakers is saying that every time you people depend less on labels. You know, you don't need them that much. But I think that's why labels, in the past years, they changed a bit not the concept of label, but a lot of labels are making label parties. Not only in 2 festivals, but they're making label parties. You know, for example, Revealed is doing probably one party every month in different countries. If you release a lot there, or if you sign with them exclusively or kind of exclusively, you're gonna play there. So it's good that like you want to release there to get this, you know. There are a lot of labels that is doing these kind of things. So this way is like, okay, you can release by yourself, but if you release by yourself, apart from maybe not getting enough streams or so, depends on every label, you're not gonna get these parties, you know. So maybe you want to DJ, maybe you want to be a DJ, or you want to get into this world, not only producing. So that can be an option, and they know that, like, okay, you can release by yourself, but you're not gonna get this. You can get streams, you can get DJ supports, but you're not gonna get DJ gigs. And with us, you can get it, you know. So okay, let's check this one. How can you have here one name but here another name? I mean, in theory, this is the one who uploaded this track. How can you make this? Labels tienen la ventaja de tener contacto y oportunidades para que te des conocer a más público. Exacto. You can edit. Oh, I didn't know this. So far, maybe when you add the synth is different, but so far I think the kick is too loud.
I thought I was lost till I found your arms.
I didn't know I could be so wrong.
Cause you built me up and broke.
To be honest, I don't really like the quality of the vocal. I think it sounds way too nasal, too much like this. Especially here.
Till I found your arms.
You know, it's way too much. So probably you need to reduce around 700, 1000 hertz, something like this. When it's lower, you cannot feel it that much, but still I can feel a bit too much of that nasal sound.
Cause you built me up and broke me down. But it was love, but it's over now.
Yeah, the kick is way too loud.
How did I see it? No, I can't believe it.
Okay, some things. Maybe to avoid making it a bit repetitive, maybe in the break you could have the drums filtered, you know, like maybe cut some of the lows, or maybe also cut some of the highs and have maybe a kind of radio sound, something like this. Or use another drum loop, so this way it's not that repetitive, the same drums. Then this whoa 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 sounds a little bit boomy for me compared, but not specifically this sound, but in the context of the song, you know. And then I think the drop is quite good and it's interesting, pretty well mixed. I still think the kick is a bit loud, but I think it feels a little bit empty for me. Maybe the bass that is like something like this. Maybe that one could have a mid bass together, so it's where you cover a bit more space. Maybe a bit more reverb also, but it depends. Maybe you want this kind of empty vibe. It doesn't feel, I mean, it's not bad, but for me personally, my taste, I feel it's empty. Yeah, I mean, check the difference of this sound and the vocal. Really clean. You know. Los espacios vacíos se aprovechan. Ah, vale, cuando mashups en directo, cuando mezclan dos temas a la vez. Podría ser. Es que yo el drum and bass realmente hasta de temas, sí. Yo el drum and bass realmente escucho, pero el más melódico, más Andromedic, Arcando y esto.
I didn't know I could be so wrong.
'Cause you built me up and broke me down, but it was love, but it's over now.
How didn't I see it? No, I can't believe it.
Here there is some distortion in the kick. I think that the hi-hats or the cymbals you're using in general have a resonance in the top highs. I know they are a little bit annoying to me on the top highs. Se ríen un poco. I said the idea is not really my thing, but I think it's pretty good. The biggest problem I see on the track is the vocal. The vocal sounds way too nasal. The man like this. But the rest is pretty good. Sounds pretty clean, pretty balanced. The kick also too loud. Those two things. I will focus on those two things: the kick and the vocal. Ya reclamé mi feedback, me quedé pobre, pero valdrá la pena. ¿Para qué quiere esos puntos? Muchas gracias, Josven, por estar siempre aquí. Vamos a ver. Luna.
Hubiera sido un poco egoísta de mi parte, aunque sea una canción no dedicarte, por los días en que tú me acompañaste, que me duele que no te quedaste, pero baby dale, ya lo sé.
I've reduced the volume to check the difference in the volume between the different sounds, especially to see if the kick is loud enough. I feel the vocal is a little bit loud compared to everything else, and when I reduce it and reduce the volume a lot, I hear the vocal and basically don't hear anything else. So that tells me the vocal is a little bit loud. But it can be good like this, you know, especially in these genres. But probably I would risk maybe 1 dB or something like this.
Ahora entiendo que tú estás bien con él. Ojalá yo pueda ser feliz también. Y quizá algún día no me culpe más por lo que fue, lo que no fue. Ey. Y las fotos que tengo las conservaré. Y aunque muy probable ya nunca las quiera ver. Escucho tu voz en mi cabeza una y otra vez. Esa noche que te fuiste se rompió mi corazón. Creo que desde ese día ya no he sido yo. No comprendo del todo cuál fue mi error. ¿Acaso fue mi actitud lo que te alejó? Y ya pasó, tú estás mejor. Ojalá pudiera lo mismo decir, pero esto no fue mi elección. Supongo que no eras para mí. Y ya en la luna le pedí que te cuidara muy bien por mí. Quise estar mejor así. No fui suficiente para ti. Mala mía, pensar que conocería a tu familia.
To be honest, apart from the volume of the vocal, that is not really bad, but I think can glue more with instrumental, like 1 dB or so, more quiet. I think the rest is really good.
Creía que sucedería, pero no. Pero qué curiosa que es la vida. Ya sabía que esto pasaría, igual me dolió. Pero no te culpo por lo que pasó. Contigo aprendí lo que es el amor. Quizás en otra realidad esto sí funcionó, tal vez no lo merecía. Un recuerdo de tu sonrisa, la manera en que conmigo te reías. Aunque sé que mis chistes no daban risa. Y ahora qué hago con lo que sentía. Promesas que nunca durarían. Solo espero que él te trate bien. Y el corazón lo puede romperse una vez. Y ya pasó, tú estás mejor. Ojalá pudiera lo mismo decir, pero
Pues la verdad ni me había dado cuenta que no tenía bajo. O sea, eso quiere decir que no hace falta.
esto no
Hay temas así que no tienen bajo.
fue mi elección. Supongo que no eras para mí. Y ya en la luna
A ver, no tiene bajo, no tienes bajo como tal, pero tiene frecuencias graves de la guitarra y tal que cubren el espacio bastante.
le pedí que te cuidara muy bien por mí. Quise estar mejor así. No fui suficiente para ti.
To be honest, really good one. Suena muy bien, la verdad. O sea, simplemente lo del volumen de la voz y un poco más por gusto personal que otra cosa, pero la verdad no le he encontrado nada que diga, tienes que arreglar esto. Muy buen tema, muy buen tema. Suena muy bien. Bien hecho. Okay, what time is it? Alright, I think we can check some more songs. Okay, I'm also thinking to change a little bit the layout. You know, maybe another background, maybe the place of the chat, of all the things, maybe the design of the chat also, I don't know, or maybe things that change, you know, like, I don't know, for example, the Instagram thing, maybe change the logo sometime or whatever. But yeah, I don't really have time for all of that, so and when I have time I forget about it, so okay. Not a lot of people today, just a few. Oh, never mind. Okay, number game. This way maybe we can check all your songs. Okay, the number I think is between 1 and 20. 1 and 20. You don't have any more priorities, right? No, speaker and just one. Okay, we got it. The number was 5. The first one is slow. Gain something. This feels like danger. No, it's not spam. Be careful with this, guys.
I hate that I let myself be so naive.
Reduce a little bit the reverb on the vocal. Reduce a little bit on the mids, like 4, 5, 600 hertz, and reduce a little bit the volume.
I know there's no point in letting myself believe in you, 'cause I keep letting you in over and over, and you always do the same thing over and over.
The noise effects are way too loud.
And all the time when you lost all your love, don't know where to find it. You don't have to speak, I hear it in
The effects are way too loud.
the silence. You don't want me.
You could have any kind of drum fill thing before the drop. I thought it was not going to start yet. You know, something like feels like not in the right moment.
You don't want me.
I don't know, maybe like ta ta bum bum bum. I think the snare is a bit loud, and maybe I would reduce a little bit on the height of the leads. Not a lot, but a little bit. Sorry, I muted. I wouldn't have that much sidechain. What you can do for the sidechain is use multiband sidechain, like with volume shaper or shaper box. I mean, I still have volume shaper because it's faster, just opening this and not shaper box and then choosing this. But for example, let's say you have this sidechain, okay? For example, you can copy it. Well, I wouldn't have this because this can create a click. I would have it like this. And do you see this? That I don't know if you can see it, but it's like it's not at the bottom at the end. So to avoid this, I would have like this, but not exaggerated a little bit. So I make sure at the beginning there's nothing, there's no volume. So I will copy. You can copy this, have this for the low end, maybe even 200 hertz, something like this, and then on the highs, have it softer, for example. You know, so this way you don't have that much aggressive sidechain where you don't really need it. You know, of course the vibe. I get the vibe of future-based melodic dubstep, like one one one. I get that vibe, and it's important to have that sidechain, but maybe not that exaggerated. And if you do multiband like this, and you can even have 3, you can make it softer without interfering too much with the kick and the bass and so.
Just can't seem to get enough. I wonder when I'll stop getting so caught up in you. 'Cause I keep letting you in over and over, and you always do the same thing over and over.
I like this, what you hear. I think it's a guitar, or maybe it's a really high pitch vocal chop. But over and over. It's nice. Like kind of delay, but with another sound. That's cool.
There you go again, blame it on the timing. You lost all your love and don't know where to find it. You don't have to speak, I hear it in the silence. You don't want me, you don't want me.
The feedback is the same basically, even if it has another rhythm. And so maybe this a bit loud or a bit too much reverb, but it's a bit of personal taste. I think it sounds pretty good. There's a few things they said, but I think the idea is pretty nice, and the mix is pretty good. Nice one, nice one. Well done. I didn't ignore you, but here there's not really a line, okay? We do different ways to choose the people that we tag, and not really in order, because people leave and I don't want to tag songs from people that is not in the live at the moment, okay? I can check a few more. Yes, I can check a few more. Okay. God, why I'm so tired. Oh. Okay, let's do another number game. The number game, for people that is new, I'm gonna think of one number. If you guess the number, you get the feedback, okay? 33 por si acaso. The number I'm thinking is between 60 and 80. Empieza más temprano, ¿no? Como siempre. Sobre las 4:15 de aquí, de España. Termina sobre las 6:15, 6:30. $60 and 80. Sí, tú has venido más tarde. Okay, the number was 71. The first one is Ellet. What's your real name, Ellet? Ah, Ellet. Okay, here. Let's go. In my. Okay, especially the promise here is the sound in the chorus, like boom 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 boom. That one has a huge resonance in the low end, around 100 to 100 hertz. Super moving, like woo 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 woo. You need to cut that. Probably is 100 to 100 hertz. The reverse sound is way too loud. I mean, it's even louder than the leads. Soy un chaval que hace 2 años de Medusa te pidió una foto en lo de las bebidas. ¿Eres uno que vino por detrás y de repente tenía el móvil en la cara? Es que hubo un año de Medusa que por esa... Bueno, siempre estoy por esa zona, en ese lado. Pero... Sí, ese... This guy, I was at the festival. And actually that year, a lot of people recognized me. I don't know how many, maybe 7 or 8 people recognized me and took a picture with me and so. But all of a sudden, I think I took a picture before this guy. Sí, estaba mi novia. And this guy, and all of a sudden one guy comes from behind and basically touches me and I already have the phone here. And it's like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I think the scenes are good and the melody is really nice. But first, the leads are too quiet, the bass is too loud, and the noise is way too loud. Cosas de famoso, sí, super famoso. Snares are too loud also. To be honest, I think the idea is really good. You have some things that I like, for example, this. Bum, you know, it's nice, but I feel the mix is pretty dirty. Too much bass, leads not loud enough, and too much noise. Especially this is the biggest problem you have. Basically the thing they said, but the idea is really good. This reminds me to Music Box by Harrow and Martin Garrix that never got released. Claps are a bit noisy. Nowadays, they are not that much so used, these kind of claps. It's more, people use more kind of tight, more natural claps and not that psh, psh, psh. That I don't really like it. I think it's not in the right tone. Maybe check the key of that sample and reduce the volume. But the vibe is really good, the melody is really good, and I think the idea is good. It needs work on the mix, but the thing is good. Guys, I'm gonna do something with you. For you. I still have the plastic in the keyboard. Maybe this gives any kind of pleasure to you. No, it's not that. No, it's not. Nah, not really. Gracias, Bioro. A tú. ASMR. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna leave. Okay, I need to do some things before going to the gym. Yesterday I couldn't go because, well, something happened and I had to work. But yeah. And actually, maybe if I can advance a lot of work, I can have the video for this week. Otherwise, you're not going to have a video this week. But yeah. Well, just to remind you, I won the competition of Major Lazer. It's going to be an official remix. And I released a new atmosphere pack that I think can be really useful for you. That is, it has a discount until this Sunday. So I will hurry up and get it, you know. I saw today a comment on YouTube, sorry, of a hater. And I mean, the guy is like, I mean, I laugh at my haters, you know. When you have haters, there's a lot of people say this. If you have haters, it's because you're doing things wrong, you know. And that guy commented like 2 or 3 times, and he's like, if you really hate me, or if you really hate what I do or so, why you're losing your time here, you know? If I hate someone, I just leave and maybe commented with somebody else, but I don't go and comment to that person, you know. But he was like, yeah, you spend a few hours making this pack and now you're trying to sell it to your fans. He put it like this, and it's like, I spent a month doing this. Second, what's the problem of selling the pack if it's going to be useful for you? Third, I use it in my own songs and I can prove it. So what's the problem, you know? And he also said something like, that's why, because of releasing the sample pack, that's why you are a YouTuber, not an artist. Okay. I'm not an artist, but I have more than 5 million streams on Spotify. I've been supported by Harrow, Dimitri Vegas, Nick Romero, Mike Williams. I don't know. Okay, I'm not an artist. I don't care. I mean, it's like, what the fuck. But yeah, haters gonna hate. Okay, so wow, you have there the pack and also 2 videos on YouTube where I show you some of the samples. I think in each video I show you different ones. So if you check both, you're gonna have you're gonna check more of the samples so you can decide. Por extraña razón hay gente que se molesta cuando a otros les va bien, tal cual. Pero bueno. Okay, so if you want it, there you have the discount. Take advantage of it because after this Sunday it's not gonna be with a discount, so hurry up. Please check my third generation electronic ID. Man, I'm leaving, but next week I'm gonna do another live stream. I don't know if it's gonna be feedback or production live stream. I don't know. But as I always say, if you pay attention during the live stream, you're gonna learn a lot from the tips I give to people. Like for example, the nasal vocal, the mids were dirty, or this last song, the bass was too loud. So you check this, your ears get trained because of what they say, like, hey, this is bad because of this reason. Then when you go and produce your own song, you realize about these mistakes, so you don't make them and you solve them, you know? So yeah, thank you so much for being here, for subscribing, for chatting, for sending you music, for supporting. Sorry if I couldn't check your song. There's still 21 to check, so that's not possible. And yeah, nothing else. See you next week in another live stream. I don't know if it's gonna be remix or production or mixing or feedback or DJ. I don't know. I will let you know. But actually, the remixes that I've been doing in the live streams, all of them have been going great. I mean, the Bad Bunny remix got really high until it got taken down because of the copyright. The Major Lazer won the competition. I also started the hardware one. I don't know what's gonna happen with that one. Hideaway, I did it in a live stream. So I think the work is going great doing production during the live streams. So well, thank you so much for being here, for supporting, for chatting, for commenting, for all of that. And nothing else, guys. See you next week. Bye bye.